On March 15, 2025, President Trump made a controversial move. He invoked the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. This law allows the detention and deportation of non-citizens from enemy nations. The target this time? Members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. This marked the first use of the act since World War II, raising concerns about its application in a modern context. The Alien Enemies Act grants the president sweeping powers during times of conflict. It allows for the expedited removal of individuals deemed a threat to national security. This means bypassing the usual immigration court processes. Critics argue this undermines due process and sets a dangerous precedent. Trump's decision has ignited a firestorm of controversy. Legal experts question the act's relevance to a criminal gang. They argue that Tren de Aragua, while dangerous, does not constitute a foreign nation. This raises serious questions about the legal basis for using the act in this situation. The invocation of the Alien Enemies Act is a stark reminder of the country's history with immigration restrictions. It harks back to a time when fear and prejudice often dictated policy. The use of this act against Tren de Aragua has reignited the debate about national security and individual rights. Tren de Aragua is a powerful and violent criminal organization. Originating in Venezuela, the gang has spread throughout South America and beyond. They are known for their involvement in drug trafficking, extortion, and human smuggling. Their presence in the United States has been a growing concern for law enforcement. In January 2025, the Trump administration designated Tren de Aragua as a foreign terrorist organization. This designation paved the way for the use of the Alien Enemies Act. The administration argues that this designation is justified given the gang's brutality and global reach. However, critics argue that designating a criminal gang as a terrorist organization is a slippery slope. They fear it could lead to the expansion of executive power and the erosion of civil liberties. The designation of MS-13 as a terrorist organization in the same month further fuels these concerns. The Trump administration maintains that its actions are necessary to protect national security. They argue that Tren de Aragua poses a significant threat to the United States. However, opponents argue that the use of the Alien Enemies Act is a disproportionate response to this threat. The invocation of the Alien Enemies Act has been met with immediate legal challenges. The American Civil Liberties Union, or ACLU, and other organizations have filed lawsuits. They argue that the act is being misused and violates the rights of those targeted. A federal judge issued a temporary restraining order just hours before Trump's announcement. This order blocked the removal of 5 Venezuelan men who were targeted under the act. The judge's decision highlights the serious legal questions surrounding the use of this wartime law. The legal challenges raise fundamental questions about the scope of presidential power. Critics argue that the president is exceeding his authority by using the Alien Enemies Act in this way. They believe that Congress needs to clarify the act's scope and provide greater oversight. The upcoming legal battles will likely take years to resolve. The outcome of these cases will have significant implications for immigration law and presidential power. At stake is the balance between national security and the protection of individual rights. The use of the Alien Enemies Act evokes dark chapters in American history. During World War II, the act was used to justify the internment of Japanese Americans. Over 120,000 people were forcibly relocated to internment camps based solely on their ancestry. The internment of Japanese Americans is now widely recognized as a grave injustice. It serves as a cautionary tale of the dangers of unchecked executive power and wartime hysteria. The use of the Alien Enemies Act against Tren de Aragua raises concerns about repeating the mistakes of the past. While the circumstances are different, the underlying principles remain the same. The use of broad, sweeping powers based on national origin or association raises serious constitutional concerns. It is crucial to remember the lessons of history and protect against the erosion of civil liberties. The current situation serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of civil liberties. It underscores the importance of vigilance and the need to hold those in power accountable. The echoes of World War II should serve as a warning against repeating the mistakes of the past.